live? Yes? I'm not sure. Let's try some things. Give me a second. Ba-ba-bum. Is still the video? Yeah. Hello. Bum-ba-bum. Comments. One guy's watching. Hello. Still preparing. And I'm somehow confused by the delay. So yeah, it's a very big delay. And welcome to Mad Max channel again. I want to show you today the unboxing of the Wuben A21 Apollo, sorry for that. And I tried to look at the video live myself on my tablet here. So, but the delay is very big, so it's really a lot confusing. I just now see it's about let's stop that page. It's about 10 seconds until I see the stream and I could react to your comments and what's on. I try to keep it on the phone, keep it here. I hope I can read what you read on my smartphone. And hi Jason, and show what you want, and if you have questions, so don't be angry with me. I'm still struggling to find out how to make good videos for you, how to make good setup, good lighting, and have the possibility to get in touch with you guys just in time. So yeah, today DHL brought me that. That's one of the first in neutral white, the Wuben A21 Apollo. I tried to have you while the unboxing shaky a little bit. Okay, that's the box. It's looks, let's say, somehow familiar. Some guys guessed already on the internet. We have the specs on the back side. I hope you can somehow see it. It says in XHB 70, but it's actually a 70.2. The second generation uses the 21700 lithium ion cells. Has 4 modes, and the other things, if you want, just ask. So the video is called the unboxing video, so let's unbox it. There is a magnetic flap, so you guys know that. Comes with a user manual in some Asian languages and English as well. There's the instruction manual, not very big. Then we have a warranty card. There is as well as some certificate of the production. It says 14th of June 2018, a quality check. I think that's how long the warranty lasts. No, it's actually. Then we have here's a box with the accessories. That's the complete same thing what you guys get from my group buy. We have a pouch with a second flap here. I hope you can see. Maybe it's for some accessories. I'm not sure. Oh, here's a spare cell. Yeah, second cell would fit. And try later if the flashlight goes in there also. Then there is an adapter for, I think, 18650s. I can try some different cells afterwards. An USB-C cable. So that's the latest standard. A lanyard with this small metal piece. Can you see? Yeah, something like that. It's a small metal piece, so you can fill it in there. And 2 spare O-rings. So pack this beside there, and there is a protective bag. Whoopsie, with the flashlight. And there it is. A21 Apollo. Can I see hierarchy? The small phone screen I cannot see. If you guys see the printing, the letters are very well done, very well lined up, because the head is one part, I think. There is a charging port, and yeah, does not pop open very easy. There it is. So the port is, yeah, closing quite well. Yeah, the flap has a small notch. I make tomorrow more detailed videos, pictures, to show you all the small things. The USB charging port, and you really need to, because that kind of rubber flaps that are very often, people do not like it because it comes off too easy, and you need to carefully plug it in, squeeze it in so it has a tight sit. That's nice. There is no knurling, there is some other structure. I shouldn't have looked into a dictionary for more technical terms. Cooling fins are quite big on the head, and just 3 of them. There is small printing for the, somehow you can see, for the orientation of the cell. Then let's open the tail cap. The tail cap, you have 1 point for the lanyard. It's very flat, so I'm quite sure that a flat stand is tail stand is possible also. We can see double springs, quite thick spring, the outer one, and the second spring inside with smaller, thinner diameters. Nothing too fancy in there. There is an insulation plate on the back side of the cell, so if you want to use it, pull it out. Then there is the cell. Wuben sends with it. It says 4800 milliampere hours. I will push it in my charger, in the Opus 3100, and give it a discharging run to get a second opinion of the actual capacity. So let's see. Whoops. Let's look at the voltage. Yes. Always double check that you are not in ampere modes. 3.8 volts when delivered, so that's quite okay. It's a good value for sanding lithium cells. Has a small button top, and as you can see, the diameter is shrinking up there, so I think the protective PCB is on the negative end. Here you see there's the positive line feeding back to the electronics. What can that's square cut threads, one sealing ring, no to very less to no loop, and there's a clip. I removed it at first. Yeah, it can be opened. So there is also on the head side there is rectangular threads. That's quite seldom. You don't see that on a lot of lights. Here on the driver's side there is the brass tip that's not moving at all. That's fixed, and there is some kind of foam is glued on there as I think we play with the light before I rip it apart, and if I break it I do not want to risk my review, so I leave it for now. So put it back together. The cell, as I said, on the pot there's no movement on the positive side. Yeah, what we have not looked into is the head. You can see clearly it's an XHP 70 in the 0.2, the second generation. I got one in the neutral white tint. So if it, unfortunately it's raining outside, I will add in the forums some beam shots from outside in the garden, pointing at the trees, whatever. That's a heavily orange peel reflector. I see an anti-reflective coating of the lens. Let's try, is there any way to give you see the, I cannot see if that's, no, it's not easy to show on the mobile phone. That coating, you see, you have this bluish tint, bluish color, so I cannot see big, no, I see not even small imperfections. Centering looks very good to me. Beasley is nice made. I think the build quality is very high. Yes, I think it had looked like there's a problem with the anodization, but it was just some dust. It's a flat black, but it's slippery. Also the tube, and I think tube size is quite nice. I have not the biggest or not the smallest hands. Yeah, try and switch it on. There's don't know if you guys have seen the other video with Bruce was so kind and upload for me. When you standard operation is, as I have read the manual, short click is on, short clicks toggle to the brightness levels, so you can see highest bright in turbo now because of the brightness control, and the long click goes off. Then there's a second feature with a double click from off. You start in low always. They call it a moon, but it's quite a lot. I take some numbers afterwards. Then press and hold, and there's a ramping up. Still ramping. There's the blink on the top, and if you continue to hold the button, it goes down, blinks, and does ramp up again. So that's a circle, and if you leave the button, it stays on that brightness level. Short click goes to off. Then I found out there is a from off, click and hold goes directly into the turbo with a half a second of a delay and stays in there in turbo. Triple click gives you 3 blinks, and now that's electronic lockout, so you cannot hold and do something until you do 3 clicks again, 3 blinks again, and it's unlocked. In the standard operation there is a mode memory, that's medium, click and hold for off, short click goes back into the medium level, so that's nice. So long click for off. When it's on, double click gives you a fancy strobe with alternating frequencies, makes me dizzy a little bit. Yeah, single click goes back to normal, so double click to disco mode, double click goes to SOS mode. Let's look if the SOS Morse code is correct. Yeah, it does say SOS pause, SOS pause, so that's kinda correct. Short click goes out into the standard, so I forget double to click, double to SOS, double back to strobe. Yeah, there's nothing else, and a short click normal operation, long click for off. Good, that's in a few minutes. That has been the first looks, also my first look, and now we can try and play a bit, because that's what I hope that you guys, when you're online, can ask me questions. You can say, hey, can you try this and that? Oh, did not try, for example, in the back, the push, if you put it in there, close it down, yeah, so that means you can use it upside down. There is the bag has, sorry for, so hope you are not distracted too much. There's one fixed loop and the second one with the Velcro. The additional bag in there, it does hold and spare cell if you want to, and the flashlight itself goes in there with the tube side in, and if you have it in the unlocked, then you should be good, so that you do not switch it on and melt the holster. Oh, unlocking. What I like, really like, is, yes, it works. That's why I do not really trust all that electronic unlocking, because there is still some parasitic rain in the end. I do like mechanical, just an eighth of a turn, zap, and it's off. Break it, electrical connection, and then you're safe. You can do whatever you want to do. The clip we have that we got clips on quite nice. Try, oops, if I had it on my belt, slips on the belt. Whoop. Quite heavily. I'm not very sure if I would use that. Yeah, sits nice, sits tight enough, but as I'm not really a big fan, I really recommend to use the bag. And what else can we test? Try this adapter. Where have I thrown it? Yeah, this here. Let's give me a sec. One of the advantages having too much stuff at home. Yeah, with that sleeve. So there is, put out again, it's an Imalent cell, a protected one, so that's a quite long cell. And as you see, they go in deep, very deep, because there's a obviously a big length distance difference, not distance, but yeah, still works. So try if the one of my shortest cells would work also. 30Q from Samsung, flat top, falls in really deep, and yeah, that's too short. You hear it, there is no, it goes back and forth. So that one is too short. Do we have some? Sorry for the improvisation. I just had my metal calipers, so use a plastic bag for a rough measurement. It's actually 65 millimeters long, as it should be. 65 is too short. And now I'm trying the Imalent. The Imalent cell has a length of 68.5 millimeter, and this did fit and did work. So you can use 18650s, and I try to find out what's the length you need. Hey Martin, have you got another 21700? Yeah, I haven't cheated somewhere. Oh, what thinking I have I thought it prepared it. Where did it go? I'm sorry, but it should be here. Nope. Where did I put that cell? Yeah, sorry guys. I'm old. I'm nearly 45, so the brain is a little bit messed up. It's okay. Taking out that one. That's cheated. cheat says also this is same specs, 4800 milliamps. Wuben does not mention the amps you can draw. Yeah, found it, thank you. So cheated goes in there, and this cheated has a little bit above 4 amps, 4.1, so it should go to really the highest turbo level, so it's quite bright. Yeah, that works also. I can do something different. Yeah, power up my bench power supply, and as we have seen, we can, today is my dropping day. Unfortunately that one cannot break easily. Give me a how would I do that without touching too much of the electronics? Or do I risk to blow it up live? Should I? No. Not really. We can... the heck. So... let's adjust about 4 volts, because I think on turbo not a lot of cells are able to maintain really more than 4 volts. So how do we do this? Can you see? Yeah, it reads 4 volts now. So try just to not to touch somewhere where I should not touch. Where's the... because with the cables are quite thick, so it's a little bit flimsy in there. If you hear me saying damn or something, yeah, and it's on. Should I? Yes, I should. Try to give you a better view. So go in the negative, then okay, there's, cannot see the current on the moon. Then we have 0.2 amps on low, medium. Oh, this guy reads about 10% too high numbers, 0.4. You can, yeah, that's sorry guys, that's bad preparation, but that's live. Try my clamp meter also in addition. Select for DC, zeroing. So can you read that too? I will read the amps from my clamp meter, because that's much more accurate. Yeah, so back to thing, how to start with, yeah, that's the old memory. So that's moon, it's 0.08 amps in the moon mode. cannot see in there, sorry for that. Then 0.24 amps in low, 0.6 amps in medium, 1.99 amps in high, and it draws 10 amps and rising. Whoopsie, what was that? On the turbo, and it was going up and up and up and up. Go back again. Nine, 9.9, 10.11, and then it goes to 11 amps. So I'm not quite sure if that stabilizes or if it's in heat. It's not very hot right now. No, it's far from being too hot. So then I try something different, because I do not want to make its USET run at the moment. Go back with the standard cell they sent us. Use that one for measuring the amps. Is the clamp meter for DC. Always 0 before you do something. So using thick fingers. It now reads 2.1 on high. 2, 0.5, 1.4, because the voltage is lower on this one, and in turbo it only has 2 amps because of the low voltage. 3.8. So try the cheat head. This was quite full, as I remember. It's 0.4, 1.2, and also the same thing, 10 amps, 11 amps, 11.4 amp, 11.4 still. So it ran up and up and up and up, and started with, let's go again to turbo. 2 amps on high, now 8.5, 9.5, 10, 10.5, 11, 11.3. So it ramps up a little bit in the end. Yeah, now it's getting hot a bit. Whoopsie. So 11.4, 11.2 amps, something like that. In turbo, that's quite nice number. So I will now try and charge that one, the battery it came with. So we see, I can see tomorrow how much it amps it, how much voltage it takes, what's the charging end is. And yeah, hello Julian. Anything, is there anything else you want to know? Anything I can show you? It's only 3 guys online right now, so feel free to comment or feel free to send me a PM or an email. Feel free to participate if you think the light is nice. I try to do maybe tomorrow night some outdoor shots comparing to some other lights with XHP 70. to see tint difference if I'm possible to show it to you. And well, don't know what more to do. No people ask questions, so maybe it's time just to say good night to you and see you soon. Bye bye.